Hey, hi, good morning, good afternoon. This is Maggie, your fearless marketing coach. Um, and today I wanted to share with you a topic which is coming to me from many different directions. And actually, I am a little bit scared because this topic seems like quite complicated one, even though it probably is not. We will see in the beginning. But at least three people during the last few days asked me either to discuss this topic with them, or one lady, one member of our group asked me specifically to share this topic with other members of our group. So here I am, even though I am relatively new to the topics of spirituality and energy. But I am experiencing it and I'm on the same journey as you are. So I think that we will have some nice revelations or nice sharing here. And the topic is trust and surrender. In general, just to maybe let you know a little bit more, what I mean by that is that people keep asking me, how do I make this thing work? Or I'm putting a lot of effort, Maggie, and I'm doing everything which is shared either by you or by other people in the internet. I'm buying a lot of courses. I follow the um, the coaches, and it doesn't seem to work. So how can I make it work? And how do I really trust and surrender to the process? And the end result being my thriving business, my great relationship, my fearlessness, my unstoppability, making fierce decisions, you name it. And at first, when people started to come back to me with this kind of questions, I realized that I also have similar, at some point, I had and I still have similar experience. Meaning, I realize that the minute you ask how, it means that you are disconnected with your souls. And souls being the connection with your intuition, with the universal power, with your highest self, and with your vision. It is really, difficult, maybe not difficult, but complicated topic for me. And let me know, how do you see it, even if you watch it as a replay. Um, because I was really looking inside and looking outside for the answers. And when I look inside, I see that for my clients and for myself, the moment when I am in flow, when I am connected to my vision, and I take the aligned action, even though I am scared, I'm doubtful, then I am moving forward much faster. And when I have doubts, and don't take the aligned action and just decide to sort of be in my resistance and not trust that the answer to the how is not really in me, but will come from the universal power, then things are not happening. Then I feel like I need maybe clarity session, or I feel that nothing is happening. I hear a lot from my clients, like, Maggie, I'm doing everything that you told me. I do the visualization, I do the meditation, I do this and I do that, and I do journaling, but nothing is happening. And that's a very interesting discussion that we have, because in many cases, first of all, obviously things are happening, we just don't notice them. And the first thing is that there are like 4 steps to successful manifestation, if you like. While the first step is really to have that blunt vision, to have your dream. And step number 2 is really to daydream, actually, every day. Dream, have live that dream, not live that, yeah, live that dream, and embody that dream. So basically, what you want to do, you want to see that vision, step into your vision, and dream with an open eyes or with closed eyes, however you want to do it. You can meditate, or you can just bring that vision to your mind, so that the vision, the dream, is with you as long as possible during the day. And then the step, actually, on this step, when you are asking, because visualizing and asking for that vision, you are in sense sending your wish to the universe, and they are responding really fast. They are working on that vision, so it happens to you and it's there, it's done. However, with our human body, we don't see it yet. So the vision is there, it is not materialized. So, and there is some time for us to see it in the physical form, so that it can arrive. So what you need to do on this stage number 3 is really to prepare yourself for materialization of the vision. And it means that you have to be open to receive whatever comes to you and notice what comes to you. Because if you have a huge vision, big vision, and you dream really big, which is amazing, and we all should do that, this will happen not at once in time. I mean, your vision will take the material form, physical form, but maybe in the fuller form, it will be realized in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 3 years, 10 years, I don't know. But along the time, you should be open to notice little steps that are already happened, and that the universe is sending you, and that are the evidence that your grandest vision is being executed, is being prepared for you. But what we do, we concentrate on what we don't have, what is not there, what we didn't accomplish, instead of acknowledging the fact that every day, only by being and noticing and being open to receive and connected with our intuition, it is enough to to receive whatever we ask for. I hope it makes sense, guys. I know that it is big. At least it was, and it still is big for me. So maybe to give you the example, I am, as you know, I am recovering from being maybe not a workaholic, but to work really like 7 days a week. So working every day for my business because I believed that the more I work, the faster my business will be growing, and the more hours I put, the more effort, um, it will be developing faster. So I was impatient to receive and to see that, and I couldn't really crack it. However, the first thing that I have heard from my coach when I decided to take the external help, when I realized that on my own I am not really moving anywhere, so I took the external help, and the first thing I heard is, "Girl, you need to slow down. You need to slow down if you want to accelerate, and you need to accept it that it's okay to not to work on weekend, or it's okay to have holidays and not to do anything for your business, and nothing will happen, nothing wrong will happen, either to you or your business." So that is relatively new to me. The journey is definitely not finished. I am not working anymore on weekends. I am going on holidays, another holidays this year for another 10 days. And I try to work 4 days a week, allowing myself not to work on Friday. And as mentioned, I'm not there. I'm not there yet. But I try not to judge myself for it. So that's my form of surrendering and trust. I know that I will, since this, work was hard for me, and I was working like that for a good 25 years, I know that the results will not happen just like that. So I need to do the internal work, inner work, allow myself, and it will come gradually. I will be sort of pushing my comfort zone with this allowing myself and trusting it will happen, and it will turn into good for myself. And that is amazing. I have started that, I think, in April. So we are 2 months after. I cut already at least 2.5 days from my calendar. And I look for free time. I look forward for free time. This is new territory, and this is the way I learn how to trust and how to surrender. Um, the tools that you can use. I mean, surrendering really and trusting is putting yourself in the state of happiness and balance. And by happiness, I don't mean like, wow, happiness, craziness. Um, it's more like this state of being content, being at ease and in agreement for everything that happens to you, and everything that happens is happening for the reason. It is a kind of a lesson for you, and you can really draw conclusions from that. So I teach my client how to see positive effects of even negative experiences that come to their life. And normally, what happens, and this is how we've been brought within our families, especially I think my generation. So we have parents that are war survivors. They've been growing during the Second World War. There is a lot of fear and a lot of resistance in them. So they are passing into us this resistance, genetically, unconsciously, but also through the way they are bringing us up. And I found this. Let me read it. I found this sentence on the short video that obviously accidentally came to me today, and this is Abraham Hicks. Very short video about actually losing the resistance. I don't remember right now what is the exact title, but I will drop you the link to this video in the comments after the live. So you will start to see that. What they say is the way you find no resistance is by having no resistance while you tune in the direction of no resistance. And for me, this is a very, very deep sentence. I mean, we are looking for the peace, and the peace and joy equals for me no resistance. I mean, equals accepting whatever comes and seeing good in whatever comes to you, taking the lesson. And we are all on sort of journey to this no resistance place, like 100% balance. 100% agreement with whatever comes. And especially in business, it is quite challenging because we are faced every day, especially as solo entrepreneurs, or even if you have a small team like myself. You every day you come into the interactions with people and with situations which are potentially stressful, which are elevating your level of stress and level of angriness, and also the level of resistance. So it seems at the first glance that it is very hard to remain in the place of no resistance full day. And my clients and the members of this group, sometimes they say, well, but Maggie, the no resistance and the full agreement, it seems like this is only for the Buddhist monks who are isolating themselves, and they are in the monastery, isolated from the external world impact. And there is a lot of truth in that. However, I think that on our journey, we are learning how to drop the negative behaviors and negative thoughts, which are also the energy. So they are, if you have negative thoughts and if you have negative behaviors, like judgment, for instance, or comparison with other people, then you are actually attracting the similar energy, and you are repelling the one energy that you are interested in. So you are delaying your vision in time. You are delaying actual manifestation of your vision in time. I have lost the thoughts, so let me check my my notes. Yeah, the title of this little movie that I was sharing with you is "Don't Take Reality and Try to Improve It," because there is nothing wrong with your reality. You are exactly in the place you are expected or you should be. You are exactly who you are, and you are doing things exactly how you are supposed to be doing them. So, um, in essence, it means, and the way I read it, it's we are enough. You don't need to accomplish something to be able to do a thing. Obviously, we are all developing and we are all, expanding, but you can, for instance, if you are a coach and you want to help people, you can start helping people once you have your certificate in hand, and you still believe that you don't have enough experience or you don't have your client base, which is true, but you need to practice. So you need to find a way to be with people and help people to get this practice. And obviously, your level of help or the quality of the session in the beginning is not exactly the same as um, you would perform it with 20 years of experience. But you don't have that experience now, and you are yet good enough to have those people because you already know much more in this particular area than they do. Um, so there is no worry you will, I don't know, you break them. Okay. I hope you are not worried that you break them or that you make what's the expression that you will uh, hurt them in a way. Because if you are worried about that, it means that for sure, I mean, you have such an antennas that are making sure you are not hurting anybody, that for sure you will not do that. I'm not sure if I'm making myself clear, but it works in such a way that if you are scared of something, that you will do it to other people. It is a signal and it is your barometer. You are extra sensitive for these features, and definitely you're not in a position even to do this to other person. So, my few words of conclusion is the way to trusting and surrendering is not knowing how. The way to trusting and surrendering is really to stepping into your vision and achieving the place of non-resistance. And every day we are trying that. So every day in every way we are trying to get better and better. And that's very, very true. One remark and one reflection that I had, actually two, in this context. One is regarding the tempo, and another one is regarding the copying other people's recipes. So let me start with the tempo. Um, Once we are on the entrepreneurial journey, and even more once we are on the energetic journey, and at some point we have a tendency to be a little bit impatient. And I know that it happens to my clients, it happens to me, and I'm sure at some point it did happen to you, or if you are only starting, it will happen to you very soon. And this impatience is connected with the fact that you don't see the manifestation of your thing. So my own experience, and also what a few of my clients share with me, is notice the smallest evidence bringing you closer to the vision, notify it. Make a note in your journal. Ideally, what I do, every night before going to bed, I'm journaling and I make a list of all the good things that happen. And usually, some of these good things are the evidence of my vision being brought closer to me. Um, it means, and this is the evidence of when I'm flipping through my journal and I'm checking, what happened over weeks, over months, I realized that actually many things from my original vision already happened, and they happen in their own dynamics and their own tempo, which is the best for me. So when I rush things, when I push things, when I try to move it faster, they stop happening. So the big lesson for me, and I realized it pretty recently, is sorry, is how to adjust to my own tempo of things happening and not to rush things. Just accept that things are happening on their own mode or tempo, if you like. So this is my pre-last remark. And the very last remark and observation is that if you still ask yourself how, and we, and if you still sort of fish for easy solutions, easy recipes, and I get it. I mean, it's a lot of how to do things in 3, 4, 5 days, or how to, I don't know, acquire 100 customers in 100 days, for instance, or how to become better in sales. Um, these how-to things are, they are great. I think, we should all be very grateful that we have access to information and we have access to sharing an experience with other people. We need to remember just one thing. Each and every one of this person, and me included, because I give you also the recipes for, how to do things. And these things work for these people in their specific personal and energetic circumstances, which means that as they could be very easy recipe and they feel and seem easy to be applied, they might not work in the same way for you as they are working for those people, because you are energetically completely different unity. You are vibrating, interacting with the external world on a completely different levels. Your experience, entrepreneurial experience, is also very different. You are on different stage of your human journey. So you have different human experience, family experience. You have different relationships. So in a way, you are completely different wholeness of like a bowl of energy. Right? So it may work, but most probably it will not work at the same time, in the same way it works for the other people. So it means only that it is great to be inspired by others people recipe, but you are not supposed to take it one to one. So there is no copy paste. Copy paste is not an answer for you. You just look through the process, you learn, you take your lessons, and you take what's best for you, what resonates the best for you, what your intuition or your higher self accepts as yours. And this is very, very important because imagine that people, or I would tell you that you can be visible only through Facebook Lives or only through live streaming. And yet your visibility fear is so big that you can't execute at the moment. Um, does it mean that you will not be visible ever? Not necessarily. I mean, there are a million of other strategies that you can come up with uh, that will bring you closer to your vision. And in time, you will simply expand your comfort zone. And maybe at some point you decide to become visible also through direct live streaming. At the time, you might already be a very famous podcaster and influencer or famous blogger. So things happen, and I wish they happen to you very, very soon. So this is, I think it's enough for today. I hope that things that I've been talking about make sense to you guys. Let me know in the comments, and I will be with you on Thursday. Thursday at 12 Central European time. Have fun. Um, Rest a little bit, as I will be also resting this afternoon. And I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye now.